can confirm is true. And now, Pro 2 qualification, here comes Tony Chua, whipping the big right outside lead, coming down the line, handbrake initiation. Tony potentially using this as a practice run. Coming down through outer zone 2, 3 cones there for Tony to get the back end of his car around. And outer zone 3 just completed, and there you go, the finish line. We have Min Vern Kwa, our only female drifter of the weekend. Just got you can see just behind Min Vern some slight issues with the Nissan Safira. I think there's Lee KL walking over to the Nissan Safira. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but we'll find out later. Min Vern Kwa, good to go. Our National Drift Series GP2 winner. So looking for gold here at Borneo Star Drift Series. Potentially here in the Pro 2 category. Car number 71, Min Vern Kwa. The car's had some issues this morning, so let's see if the car is up to scratch. No, it's it looks like we need to do some towing first. So the track is not green. The track is red currently. Okay. We're good to go. Min Vern Kwa is good, and here she comes rolling around the right outside lane for our lead cars in the tandem later on. Whipping down the straight. Overcooks it there on that whip. That would be the nerves getting to her. And the rest of this warming the tires. Maybe the problem with the car coming back to not her own car. So she's left a V8 at home and has brought out the turbo 180SX. So when that turbo slaps on the power, it's so it looks. Alright, so coming up next, we're going to be having Michael Chung, car number 180. Here he comes, a replacement car, S13, taking it nice and easy around that first corner. A bit of a whip, he's handling that wheel, but he gets it to the outside and around our outer zone 2. Taking that inside line here, moving back to the outside as he switches. So it's going to cause him to come up a bit short. Taking that inside line after outer zone 2. Did not pay dividends for Michael Chung. Again, see to what he's able to do on this chicaned First straight. Getting on the gas here. FL in. Gets drift only halfway through out of zone 2. Good switch here. 2 and out of zone 3. So it's out of zone 2, 1. Next up, I believe it's our boy in a Nissan Fairlady, the only Fairlady in competition this weekend. And the first car we're going to see from FLMS, KDC. Here it comes. That's about as he switches into Arizona 1. Getting reasonably tight to the wall. On the handbrake again, switches, gets into Arizona 2. That long straightaway, nice shallow angle that makes it confidently in to Arizona 3 with the back end. Every time I see this man, he's driving a different car. And today is no different. It's Miles Sean Lambon in the yellow-backed 180SX FLMS KDC. Here he comes, taking it easy around that first corner. Taking it in. Handbrake. Good switch. Pushes the back end around out of zone 1. Keeps him nice midline. Goes to the outside of the track. Switch. Controlled. Nice and doing his best to keep the back end out and about. Goes around out of zone 3. But clips the track is green. Judges are ready. And here comes Lee KL. Nice and wide, so we can do a switch into out of zone 3. But a little bit, picks up some dirt with the rear left tyre as he switches direction, goes through out of zone 3 and over the line. It looks like Triple H is unable to continue, so we're going to be continuing with the second runs of qualification for Pro 2 category. Here comes Tony Chua, nice and easy around the first corner. Handbrake initiates. Midline to outside and out to zone 1. We're still running inside. Just enough room to get that transition down. There's a nice line around out of zone 2. Keeps the drift and kicks the back around. Much improved second run in qualification. This is a pretty stock-ish S13. Small 15-inch wheels. Let's see what he can do. Here at Borneo Star Drift Series, round number 3, Pro 2 qualifying. Second run on the track. Far too early, and he's gone off to the lawn. The car with not quite enough power, even if he did manage to get it there. Still getting the back end for Arizona, bringing it over the line there. 186 in the Stardust. 350Z rather. Our boy ready to go. Starts to whip it. Does a new car for our boy for this weekend. Sort of ready? Maybe ready? No, they're ready. Adrenaline Impact is ready. Everyone here in attendance is ready. Here comes Miles Sean Lumbaugh. Good switch here. Good stuff on the outside there out of zone 1. Goes nice and wide. Switching on the inside. Then drifting on the throttle. Great placement out of zone 3. And over the line he goes. Lee KL. He's ready to go. Looking to see the flames coming out of his bonnet. Chugging into second gear. Speed down the straight, good angle there as he pushes the back end to the wall. So just a big angle and a good swing. Nice switch again. Good transition between out of zone 2 and 3. All right, now it is time to see what FL Lim can do in a lead position. The chicane on our starting straight, giving our drivers something to think about. Our track marshals right now clearing up the inside of our zone 2. Tony Chua backing away from the line here, not sure what's going on. I think Tony with some issues with his car. He's trying to... Oh dear, the rear differential has opened up. He's gone viscous. No lock up on the rear diff. His car is not going to be able to drift at all. Or the clutch is in the diff. Gone. All right, so it looks like Tony Chuan will take that 5 minutes to fix the car. So we'll be putting them to the back of the tandems, and it looks like we're going to be moving forward to our boy and Michael Chung. Judges are ready. All right, track's green, judges are good, drivers are good. Here they come. 186, our boy in the lead, and the yellow 350Z on the outer lane. 180, Michael Chung might have the power to keep up with that 350Z. doing his best to catch proximity. Dipping through on the inside, but overcuts it. Forcing him to straighten with our boy continuing to roll around outer zone 3 and over the line. Now Michael Cheng moves to lead position, car number 180. And 186, our boy to chase. Creeping around that first corner until he gets to the straightaway. Aiming for the close. Straight behind Michael as they now both get to the outer zone on 7.1. Good transition here from Michael. Lower on car. Up on the inside. Let's see if Michael's able to keep that lead run going hot. He does. Our boy dips a rear right wheel off the track. And Michael rolls over the finish line with our boy. Very good. We still don't know who he's going to be. Battling it out against. We're going to find out shortly though. Lee KL and Min Vern Kwa next up. Alright, here we go. And there comes number 82, Lee KL. Looking to lay down the law here in the top 8. All right, they line up. Lee KL versus Min Vern Kwa. Min Vern Kwa, the only female drifter this weekend. She is in chase position. Track is green, judges are good to go. Drivers are good. Here they come. Problems. Min Vern as well. Let's see if she can stop before she hits the edge there. Lee KL, I think, maybe getting 0 points in that entry. So now doing well down the back end of the track. Min Vern Kwa recomposes to complete her lap. We're going to check out a replay, please, from Adrenaline Impact. All right. Judges are ready. Track is green. Min Vern Kwa to lead the way. Lee KL to chase. Who's going to be moving forward into the semi-final of our Pro 2 category? Min Vern gets on the gas. Is she going to take it off? Very impressive. Holds it together, but Lee KL goes straight and slams out. But I'm not sure if Min Vern made mistakes on that initiation. Did she take too long to get into that first outer zone? Right now smoking the tyres and having a good run and lead around outer zone 3. AI is ready, FLM is ready, here he comes. It's a second. A little bit shaky around that corner, but we are, of course, we can see the car is running, which it is. switching from outer zone 2 to outer zone 3. There we go. So our winner is... Later on, we're going to be having our top 32 battle. That's going to be very exciting. Right now, you can see Min Van Qua warming up that fresh set of tyres. And next up will be Lee KL. Judges are ready and raring to go. Here they come. Adrenaline impact, good to go. Min Van Qua, good to go. Lee KL, good to go as well. Here they come. Taking it slow and easy around that first corner. Separation. KL now moving onwards into the second outer zone. Going to flag the track after this. Min Van Qua looks like she's okay. Lee KL running over the line, but Min Van ditches the car into the wall. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Min Van Qua. She looks like she's unscathed. Not been having the best run with that car on this track layout this weekend. Has to go get those eyelashes reset. Some of those arms are slightly damaged. Okay, the track will be red as we move the car. Alright, so with that, we're going to announce our winner. So Adrenaline Impact, if we could get up the start line. Our winner is car number 82, Lee KL. There you go, congratulations to Lee KL. He moves forward into our semi-finals to battle our boy. Judges are wide awake, bushy-tailed and wide-eyed, ready for the action. Here comes Sean Lambong in lead position, FL Lim to chase as they take it very slowly around our first corner. Line up with the first big straight. Sean Lambong to the outer zone. FL Lim on the inside line chasing. Good switch. They're losing a bit of proximity there. FL Lim. Fire flowing out of the back end of Marshall Lambong as he goes over the line. Car 78 is the yellow one on the left-hand side, closest to the camera, and FL Lim being the purple S15 further away. Oh, Marshall Lambong getting caught in the lag. Getting nice and tight up to that wall. Marshall Lambong doing his best to chase down proximity. He's very far behind though. Lee KL in the 180 SX. Oh boy, warming up his tyres at the moment. Warm up. Our boy to lead, FLM to chase. Judges are ready here at round number 3 of the Borneo Star Drift Series Pro 2. This is our semi-final battle. Who's going to be moving forward to fight FLM for gold, and who is going to be relegated to 3rd and 4th place to battle it out for bronze? Front, Lee KL doing his best to close down that proximity. Already good quick transition. Left foot breaking there. Lee KL, but getting lost between sector 2 and sector 3. Our boy jumps over the line with about 4 cars lengths between them. Track is green. It's time for our drivers to go, go, go. Our boy on the inside line, 350Z. Going through and taking that inside line, closing down proximity on UKL as they now transition into the outer zone, zone 2. But our boy makes a mistake, he strings out somewhat and reinitiates Lee KL leading the way, but look at the proximity difference over the line. Both cars line up for the straight. Big rip there. Our boy now trying to close that gap. Marshall and one with a good smooth one there, nice switch, just behind him. In transition from the boy, braking to keep in close contact on that handbrake around that last corner and over the line. And Marshall Lombard to chase 186, our boy, the 350Z to lead the way in the outside right lane. Here they come. Good switches. Good work there from the boy to move the outside, but Marshall and Bomb with a good chase on the inside line. Good switch, but it's a little bit too close. And decided that he didn't have enough distance, enough gap to switch smoothly. That might have caused Sean Mile and Bomb the win. So this is the final battle, the second half of the final battle for Pro 2 round 3. Switching things up with FLM to chase. Just now FLM out in lead. Lee KL nowhere to be seen. But right now, Lee KL will lead the way. What is FLM going to be able to do? If he stays nice and close and keeps good proximity, stays in drift, he might just have clinched the win. Truck's ready. Judges are ready. It's time to go. Here they come down the straight. Very deep. Oh, just on point by Lee KL. Big angle once again there on that transition. He's going to come out and he's going to run back. He straightens and puts FLM into a position where he has to stop. So that's a big lead car problem. I think it's Minvern Kwar, car number 71. Min Vern Qua switching up cars, 180SX now 350Z. Car number 71, here she comes. Brand new car, first time she's driven it at all after that little mistake made on the straight. Let's see what it's like. Okay, good work there from Min Vern. Much better suited car for her style of driving from V8 to turbo, no, but V6 here, or Permyjaya smooth turbo transition, good on the gas, getting into our third and final outer zone, and over the line goes Min Vern Qua. Track is green, judges are good to go, everyone here at Permyjaya Racetrack is ready for the action. Here comes 1, 2, 3, Uncle D. To the limiter, switching gears, looks towards those times, look at this transition, going in pretty deep, but holds it together on the outside by the wall around zoom number 1. Look at this big switch here on the handbrake, controls it, 3 cones clipped, big flick, back end all the way over on the concrete, very nice stuff there from Uncle D. But now, up at the starting line, we have Min Vern Qua in the 350Z, car number 71. Min Vern Qua. Min Vern's 350Z, all very easily handled by Min Vern, compared to that 180SX from earlier. More suitable for her driving style. Takes that inside line, but keeps it in drift and keeps it nice and smooth. Good switch, gets to the outside of outer zone 3. Keeping it together. Min Vern Qua, ladies and gentlemen. Time for him to get some qualification points. Whips it down the straight. Good switch, to the midline, rear bumper, hanging off the back of that E46. See what happens here as he switches, bumper's going to come off, no, hanging on to gear right as he does between the second and third zones. Big switch, nice flick. It takes a mid-line to outer line through zone 1. Good transition here. Handbrakes and gets through our third zone. And now, up at the starting line we have 888 Nissan Safiro. A rare car this weekend. Very rare. Never seen. Have you ever seen a Nissan Safiro in Thailand before, David? Eh? No, I've never seen a Safiro before. Too many in Thailand. You got to send them off to England. Send them to England. They're very rare there. Very rare. Here comes 888. He's been having issues with the car, but let's see what he's able to do now. Switch, but I think that might have been a mild spring before taking that inside to midline. He's now corrected his positioning on track. On that angle kit around that inside line. Just about holding it in drift around that transitional second to third straight and over the judge is ready, track is ready, Lee KL is ready. Oh, he stalls it. Oh, gets it back alive into gear as the back end hops around the track. Here he comes. A bit too early on transition though. He should have left it hanging to the right. He's got to look at that wall for longer before switching into outer zone 1. Just now he's putting on a good show, a good display actually, but made some mistakes around zone 2, I believe. Now, I think zone 1, this guy driving so many different cars. Every time I see him, it's a different car. He's getting a lot of different experiences from different types of setups. But now, down the straight comes Miles Sean. Done, big win. Pushes it to the outside, gets to the outer zone clear. Oh my goodness! Now neck and neck with Waifu Singh, but this guy, he decides to fly. Flying cars, not a thing of the future. Flying cars are now. Saman, oh Saman, Berapa kali? Sorry, Mael, you cannot park there. Panjang just told me. I'm sorry, you cannot park there. Just so you know. Yeah, it wasn't me. Panjang said you cannot park there. I don't think you can. Check the SR. We're going to check out the replay. Please, Adrenaline Impact. Well, I think he might, earlier on, I think the trophy for the most amount of wall removed from the track was going to go to Waifu Singh, but with this, I think that the trophy might now move. It might change hands. It might have moved to Miles Sean Lambong. But let's have a look at the replay. Here we go. Let's watch. FHPPC Sideways Squad. Here comes Stanley. Taking it easy around that first corner. Shifting into second, getting on turbo. Very quick. Gets out to the wall. Mid-line right now though, around zone 1, goes outside, big switch on that handbrake, 2 or 3 cones filled out, and look at this, good transition, back end of the car, over the concrete, and over the line, Stanley. 15-inch wheels, making this car look very, very small. Gas. Nice casual transition switch, keeps it together, pushes it nice and wide out to the wall in zone 1, keeps the power going, pedal to the middle, good transition switch, nice enough to the bottom end of our outer zone 2, flicks the back end and completes outer zone 3, over the line. He goes, great stuff there. Track is green, judges are good. Here comes Admiral Rejab. This guy winning in the National Drift Series. Very, very big. Big angle. Following our invited guest drivers in the same line. Great job there. As he now pushes it through a bit more of a mid-line though, and out of zone 2. Look at this transitional switch, very smooth with it. Out of zone 3, fully filled, and over the line he goes. Admiral Region. Here he is in Pro. To transition into that zone. Doing a great job around the rest of the track, but right at the beginning, it was a big no-no. Good switch, nice and deep into outer zone 3. But the mistake. I know you're hybrid car freeze, but now you're the hybrid. And Davide, the Rainmaker. Here we go. Here comes Richard, beautiful E30 lifting up the banners on that wall. Wow, this is some good stuff here from Richard. Fearless in this BMW, but overcuts it. Got to keep it going now to make it a 360, 360 points for that, but it's low from our judges. Richard showboating around the bottom end of Sector 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, next up is car wash guy Johnny Young. 120 V8 powered 180SX. Team GYX. Alright, track is green. Judges are ready. Here comes Johnny. Can you hear that? Engine roar. Taking the outside line. Oh, super deep goes. And bang up to the wall. Left foot braking around there as he throws that smoke from the back end of that 180SX on the line and around the extremity of outer zone 2 and over the concrete in outer zone 3. This is a great run, ladies and gentlemen, from Johnny Young. Now it's time for Fish Lee, ladies and gentlemen. FLMS Fish Lee in his S14 today. First time we've seen him out of the track here in competition here at Borneo Star Drift Series. That middle line on the brake, pushing to the outside, and right there all the way on the wing. Swings around top of the car. Big angle as he switches into outer zone 2. Completely right, it just tickles that cone with the rear bumper. Over the concrete goes Fish Lee, all the way through, pushes the power to the pedal. Over the line, Fish Lee. He's looking for number 1. He's crying, no, he's good. Track is ready. Judges are ready. Gui Fu Singh is ready. Here he comes. What line's he going to take? What's he going to try and do this time around in his first qualification run in Group B? Big switch. Takes that inside line. Tries to get it back in, but has to do some pseudo correction. Oh, ladies! The back end of the car and the bumper. This man going for gold on the amount of warnings he's taken out this weekend. But a beautiful line there through outer zone 2 and outer zone 3 completed by Gui Fu Singh. Sorry, Yong. Hamdan, car number 111. He's ready to roll. That's right. It's all in your hands now. Let's go. Here he comes around turn 1. Switches, looks at the cone. Keeps in the centre of the track. Goes right into the pocket, all the way out to the wall. Keeps it on the limiter and on the extremity of zone outer 1. Now goes through zone outer 2. Almost touches the cone. I'm not sure if he dropped a wheel just there, but look at that. The back end all the way over the concrete and outer zone 3. Great job there as he goes over the line from Bullseye. Triple. I'm going to try and catch that for you in just a minute so you don't have to. I'll let you know what the result is. I can't get it right now. But here comes Ben Aki Speed, Team FRT, brand new build. Big flick switch, huge switch, too much. testing his angle kick. Oh, he's going to do a quadruple, I think. Overcooked it. Lost all momentum, but it does work. We saw the undercarriage of that car up here in the grandstand. That was a big flick. A little bit too much there from the driver. Ready. Here comes Stanley, car number 11. Taking his time in that sideways squad. Down two, but now whips it hard. Down the straight. Oh, look at this. Up to the wall. Look at the little transition. Great job there. Up to the wall, keeping it smooth and consistent, nice and wide in the track here as he flicks into sector two. That handbrake grips it, rips it through the bottom end of zone two. Zone three outer clip also hit. Great job there from Stanley in that Daihatsu. And now down, up, and the starting line in our track is Michael Chung, car number 180 in a 180 SX. Okay. The angle whips it hard. The low power SL20 pushes to the wall. Lots of throttle control here. Big angle. Is that too much angle to dip? Handles it well, but drops a wheel just after zone 2 on the transition before zone 3, and now drops 2 more just before the start line. That is unfortunate. That's a little bit deep over there, so it'll just be scraping the back end of that chassis. In the last NDS in KL. Here he comes in his East Malaysia E36. Big whip. Takes a good inside line there. Gets a lot of angle out to that wall. Pushes that smoke pedal down. Goes nice and wide. Good control on the lever and handbrake as he moves into and out of zone 2. A bit shy of the rear clip on out of zone 3, but great job there from Emerald. Here comes FL Lin, car number 57. Brings it hard down the straight. Does the transition too early. Loses momentum before getting into sector 1. Now huge angle grabs it. Then he tries to improve around the follow end of sector 2 and out to zone sector 3. But it'll be too little too late, that mistake early on in his run. BMW E30, very nice. Very nice build. But here we go, Richard piloting it today. Transitions in and around the outer zone of sector 1. Good job there, but it looks like he's sliding down somewhat to the inside line there around sector 2, but fully lights up outer zone 3. Poised and ready to roll, Johnny Young, car number 120. Here he comes, V8 powered, 180 goodness. Big, easy, smooth, all goes right up to the wall, right into the corner, and right up to the extremity. Left foot braking, just to control the speed after zone 1 and zone 2 out of clip, fully hit. Keeps it in drift, nice and shallow, and moves all the way through out of zone 3. Over the line comes Johnny Young. That's FL Motorsports, Car number 35, Fishley, pulls away from the starting line. Big whip, taking the inside line very close again. Now pushes out to the wall. Stays on that smoke pedal. Wow, look at that, the angle, the fluidity. And we can see now from Fishley, gets the second couple of times on outer zone 2, very nicely done. Outer zone 3 filled out. Keeping some nice angle. Doesn't need to warm out those tyres, he just wants to get into the action. So here we go. Pro qualification. Big whip. Oh, massive entry angle there. Keeps it together. Keeps that steering angle good as he should. Let's see what this nice big switch is like on that handbrake. Grips it, gets it deep into outer zone number 2. Nice switch, transition. Outer zone 3, a little bit shy, not super deep, but great points nonetheless for Goi Fusi. In the 180SX Pinky. Track is good to go. Here comes Bullseye. One around the first corner. Look at that. Look at those times. Good switch on the brakes all the way to the wall. Rides it throughout, beginning to end. Really on the edge of the track there, handbrakes. Dips down nice and low into outer zone 2. Completes that, builds it out. Good switch, gets the back end of the car over the concrete. This is a great run from Bullseye as he goes over the line. Great stuff there. Here comes Benaki Speed, ripping around that first corner. Here we go, pushing it. Shallow line. Oh, gets right out to the corner line. Rides that wall. As you can see, the track undulates a little bit there. Check out this good switch. A little bit shallow there from Benaki Speed. Reinitiating. Wobbling around. Is something wrong with the car? Oh, it's smoking. Looks like maybe a turbo.